The Louis Armstrong Stadium buzzed with tension, its iconic lights cutting through the New York night as fans poured in, eager for the drama that only the US Open can deliver. It was Sunday night, August 24th, 2025, a date that would soon be etched in the memories of everyone present. Daniil Medvedev, the 2021 champion and a perennial favorite, was locked in a tense first-round battle against the unseeded but determined Benjamin Bonzi. Medvedev, seeded 13th this year, was widely expected to cruise through the opening round, but Bonzi had come prepared to challenge the odds. The Frenchman played fearless, inspired tennis, stunning the crowd by taking the first two sets 6-3, 7-5, and putting Medvedev on the ropes. Medvedev looked lost, searching for answers as the crowd sensed a major upset brewing right before their eyes. Every point felt like a turning point, with Bonzi's confidence growing and the tension in the stadium mounting with each rally. The third set was a nail-biter, with Bonzi serving for the match at 5-4, just a game away from the biggest win of his career. The stadium held its breath. Could Bonzi finish the job, or would Medvedev, known for his resilience, find a way back from the brink? The energy was electric, the stakes enormous, and every fan in the stadium could feel the weight of the moment. Medvedev, his back against the wall, faced a true do-or-die moment, his reputation and tournament hopes hanging in the balance. Bonzi stepped up to serve, nerves of steel on display, knowing he was just a few points away from the biggest win of his career. The entire stadium was riveted, every spectator leaning forward, waiting to see if the upset would be complete or if a comeback was in store. The drama was just beginning, and Flushing Meadows was about to witness a night that would be talked about for years to come. Match point. The air was thick with anticipation, every eye in the stadium glued to the court, breaths held in suspense. The tension was almost tangible, as if the outcome of the entire tournament rested on this single moment. Bonzi tossed the ball for his second serve, victory within reach. His focus was absolute, blocking out the noise and pressure, determined to seize his chance at glory. Suddenly a photographer wandered onto the court, oblivious to the moment. Cameras clicked, but the intrusion was surreal. No one could believe what they were seeing. The chair umpire, Greg Allensworth, shouted, "Not now! Get off the court, please!" His voice cut through the stunned silence, echoing across the stadium. The photographer scrambled away, but the damage was done. The rhythm of the match was broken, and the players' concentration shattered in an instant. The tension shattered, the crowd buzzed in disbelief. Whispers and gasps rippled through the stands as fans tried to process what had just happened. By rule, the point was replayed, and Bonzi was awarded a new first serve. The rules were clear, but the sense of injustice lingered in the air. The decision, though correct, felt unfair. Medvedev furious, Bonzi stunned. Both players struggled to regain their composure, emotions running high. The stadium was in shock. A single mistake had changed everything. The energy in the arena shifted, uncertainty replacing excitement. The focus shifted from the players to the umpire's chair. All eyes were on Allensworth, whose decision would be scrutinized for years to come. Bonzi, moments from victory, now had to reset under impossible pressure. He wiped sweat from his brow, trying to steady his nerves for the replayed point. Medvedev, given a lifeline, seethed at the ruling. The frustration was visible on his face, fueling his determination to fight back. The match's fate now hung on how both players would respond to chaos. Every movement, every glance across the net, was charged with new meaning. The interruption became the night's defining controversy. Commentators and fans alike debated the fairness of the ruling, knowing it would be remembered for years. The crowd sensed history in the making. Everyone stood, hearts pounding, aware they were witnessing a moment that would be talked about for generations. The next point would decide everything. The world held its breath, waiting to see who would rise above the chaos and claim victory. Medvedev exploded in anger, storming the umpire's chair. He argued the interference came on Bonzi's second serve, not first. "Are you a man?" he shouted, grabbing a microphone to rally the crowd. The stadium erupted, boos, cheers, chaos. Medvedev turned the moment into theater, feeding off the energy. The umpire stood firm, refusing to change his ruling. The standoff delayed play for minutes, tension at its peak. Medvedev's fury became the match's defining image. The crowd was now part of the spectacle. The unexpected delay rattled Bonzi, who had been just a point away from victory. Forced to replay the crucial match point, his nerves got the better of him, and he lost the opportunity he had worked so hard to create. Sensing the shift, Medvedev, fueled by adrenaline and the chaos, seized the momentum with a renewed sense of purpose. He played with a new level of aggression, forcing a third-set tiebreak and refusing to let the moment slip away. The Russian took the tiebreak 7-5, unleashing a roar to the crowd. The comeback was alive and the energy in the stadium shifted. Bonzi, visibly shaken and drained, collapsed in the fourth set. Medvedev dominated, winning it 6-0 in a stunning display. The stadium erupted, fans sensing they were witnessing a miracle turnaround, the kind of drama only tennis can deliver. Medvedev looked unstoppable, his focus razor-sharp, while Bonzi seemed out of answers and lost on the court. The bizarre interruption had completely flipped the match on its head, turning certainty into chaos. As the decisive fifth set began, Medvedev strode onto the court with all the momentum and confidence. But in tennis, nothing is certain until the very last point is played. The tension was palpable, the story was far from over. The final act, filled with suspense and possibility, still awaited. In the fifth set, Bonzi found his resolve. He broke Medvedev late, sealing a stunning upset 6-3, 7-5, 6-7, 0-6, 6-4. Medvedev smashed his racket in frustration, a bitter end to a wild night. Bonzi turned the crowd's boos into fuel, showing remarkable mental strength. Medvedev's US Open history of drama and volatility continued. The photographer's blunder became a lasting controversy. For fans, it was a reminder of tennis's unpredictability and raw emotion. For Medvedev, another turbulent chapter at Flushing Meadows. The match will be debated for years, a night of chaos, fury, and unforgettable sport. The US Open delivered drama like only New York can.